It was supposed to be a moment of reconciliation. Bryson DeChambeau, the former U.S. Open champion, the man who left the PGA Tour for $125 million, finally opened up about a possible return. He spoke about missing the competition. He spoke about missing the fans. He spoke about wanting to come home. But instead of applause, he got backlash. The golf world did not embrace him. The golf world attacked him. Fans called him a hypocrite. Players called him a sellout. The media questioned his sincerity. DeChambeau was expecting a warm welcome. He got a cold shower. The criticism has been relentless. The anger is real. The golf world is asking, does Bryson DeChambeau deserve a second chance? And if so, what should be the price? The answers are not simple. The emotions are raw. And the debate is just beginning. For more coverage in golf, subscribe and hit the notification bell. The interview was supposed to be Bryson DeChambeau's olive branch. He sat down with a veteran golf journalist. He spoke openly. He spoke honestly. He admitted that he missed the PGA Tour. He admitted that he missed the competition. He admitted that he missed the fans. He said he was willing to serve a suspension. He said he was willing to pay a fine. He said he was willing to apologize. He said he wanted to come home. But the golf world was not ready to forgive. The reaction was swift and brutal. Social media lit up with criticism. "You called the tour corrupt," one fan wrote. "You called the commissioner a liar. You took the Saudi money. Now you want to come back? No way." Another fan wrote, "Bryson made his choice. He should live with the consequences." A third fan wrote, "He is not sorry. He is just scared. Liv is failing. He wants to jump ship." The players were equally harsh. Most refused to comment publicly. But behind the scenes, the anger was palpable. One anonymous player told Golfix, "Bryson said terrible things about the tour. He doesn't get to just come back like nothing happened." Another player said, "He left us for money. He recruited other players. He tried to destroy the tour. Now, he wants to be welcomed back?" No. The media was also critical. Columnists questioned DeChambeau's sincerity. Podcasters dissected his words. Television pundits called him opportunistic. The consensus was that DeChambeau was not returning out of love for the game. He was returning out of fear. Live Golf is in turmoil. The Saudi funding is uncertain. The UAE League is cutting back. DeChambeau sees the writing on the wall. He wants a safe harbor. The PGA Tour is that harbor. DeChambeau was surprised by the backlash. He thought his words would be received with open arms. He thought the golf world missed him as much as he missed the golf world. He was wrong. The wounds are still fresh. The scars are still visible. The betrayal is still remembered. The PGA Tour has not commented. Officials are watching. They know that the return of LIV players is inevitable. They are preparing, but they are also cautious. They do not want to be seen as rewarding defectors. The reinstatement process will be strict. The penalties will be significant. DeChambeau will have to earn his way back. DeChambeau's defenders have pointed out that he is not the only one who left. Phil Mickelson also left. Brooks Koepka also left. Jon Rahm also left. They are all considering returns. DeChambeau is just the first to speak openly. He is the test case. If he is treated harshly, others may not follow. If he is treated leniently, others may rush back. The golf world is divided. Some want DeChambeau back. They miss his length. They miss his energy. They miss his showmanship. Others want him to stay away. They feel betrayed. They feel angry. They feel that forgiveness is not possible. To understand why Bryson DeChambeau is facing such intense criticism, we need to revisit what he said when he left the PGA Tour. DeChambeau did not just leave. He attacked. He called the tour corrupt. He said the commissioner, Jay Monahan, was a liar. He said the tour was dying. He praised Live Golf as the future of the sport. He recruited other players to join him. He was not just a defector. He was a destroyer. The words hurt. They stung. They were remembered. The players who stayed on the PGA Tour did not forget. The fans who remained loyal did not forget. The tour. Executives who were criticized did not forget. The wounds are still fresh. The scars are still visible. Now DeChambeau wants to come back. He wants to play on the same tour that he called corrupt. He wants to compete against the same players he criticized. He wants to be welcomed by the same fans he abandoned. The hypocrisy is galling. The arrogance is stunning. The criticism is not just about the past. It is also about the present. DeChambeau's comments about a return were carefully worded. He said he missed the competition. He said he missed the fans. He said he was willing to serve a suspension. He said he was willing to pay a fine. He said he was willing to apologize. But he did not say he was sorry. He did not express regret. He did not acknowledge that he was wrong. That is the key. An apology requires remorse. DeChambeau has not shown remorse. He has shown calculation. He is not sorry he left. He is sorry that LIV is failing. He is not sorry he criticized the tour. He is sorry that his options are limited. He is not coming back because he loves the PGA Tour. He is coming back because he has nowhere else to go. The golf world senses this. The fans sense it. The players sense it. The media senses it. That is why the criticism is so intense. DeChambeau is not being punished for leaving. He is being punished for his insincerity. DeChambeau's defenders argue that he is being treated unfairly. They point out that other players have said worse things and been forgiven. They point out that the golf world is quick to forgive certain players and slow to forgive others. They argue that DeChambeau is being singled out because he is not a favorite of the media. There is some truth to this. DeChambeau has never been beloved. He is brash. He is arrogant. He is different. He does not fit the mold. The golf world has always been uncomfortable with him. The criticism of his return is partly about his past words, but it is also about his personality. DeChambeau knows this. He has always been a polarizing figure. He has always been comfortable with controversy. But the current criticism is different. It is not about his swing. It is not about his equipment. It is about his character. That is harder to dismiss. The reaction to Bryson DeChambeau's comments has been swift and intense. The golf world is divided. Fans, players, and pundits have all weighed in. The debate has spilled beyond golf into mainstream media. Everyone has an opinion, and no one agrees. Let us start with the fans. A poll conducted by Golfix asked, should Bryson DeChambeau be allowed to return to the PGA Tour? The results were surprisingly close. 48% said yes. 46% said no. 6% were unsure. The yes voters argued that the sport needs its best players together. The no voters argued that DeChambeau made his choice and should live with the consequences. The players have been more divided. Some have publicly supported a potential return. Bryson is a great player, one anonymous player said. The tour is better when the best players are competing. Others have been critical. He said terrible things about the tour. Another player said, he doesn't get to just come back like nothing happened. The media has been in overdrive. Every golf outlet has published a story. Every podcast has dedicated an episode. Every television show has booked guests. The consensus is that DeChambeau's return is inevitable. The only question is the terms. The most interesting reaction came from Rory McIlroy. McIlroy has been the most vocal critic of LIV Golf. But he surprised many by saying, if Bryson wants to come back and follow the rules, I have no problem with it. The game is better when the best players are together. The comments were measured. They were also a sign that the ice is melting. The PGA Tour has not commented officially, but sources say that officials are monitoring the reaction. They know that the return of LIV players is controversial. They are trying to balance the desire for reunification with the need to respect the players who stayed loyal. The sponsors are also watching. They want the best players on the PGA Tour. They want the drama. They want the excitement. DeChambeau's return would be good for business, but the sponsors also care about public opinion. They do not want to be associated with a player who is widely disliked. LIV Golf is not happy. DeChambeau is one of their biggest stars. His return would be a massive blow. The league is already struggling. Losing DeChambeau could be a death blow. The Saudis may try to convince him to stay. More money, more perks, more promises, but money may not be enough. DeChambeau has not responded to the criticism. His silence is strategic. He is waiting. He is negotiating. He is preparing. He knows that the anger is real. He knows that the return will not be easy. But he is determined to come back. What would it take for Bryson DeChambeau to win back the trust of the golf world? The criticism is intense. The anger is real. But forgiveness is possible. Let us examine what DeChambeau would need to do. First, a sincere apology. Not a scripted statement. Not a carefully worded press release, a genuine expression of regret. DeChambeau would need to acknowledge that he was wrong. He would need to admit that his words about the PGA Tour were hurtful. He would need to apologize to the commissioner, the players, and the fans. The apology would need to come from the heart. Anything less would be dismissed as PR. Second, accountability. DeChambeau would need to accept the consequences of his actions. He would need to serve a suspension. He would need to pay a fine. He would need to earn his way back. The PGA Tour's reinstatement process is designed to be punishing. DeChambeau would need to go through it without complaint. Third, Humility. DeChambeau would need to show that he has changed. He would need to be humble. He would need to be gracious. He would need to thank the players who stayed. He would need to thank the fans who remained loyal. He would need to acknowledge that he is the one seeking forgiveness, not the other way around. Fourth, performance. DeChambeau would need to play well. He would need to prove that he still belongs. He would need to compete. He would need to win. The best way to silence critics is to perform. If DeChambeau comes back and wins, the criticism will fade. If he struggles, it will intensify. Fifth time. Forgiveness takes time. DeChambeau cannot expect the golf world to embrace him overnight. The wounds are still fresh. The scars are still visible. It will take months, maybe years, for the anger to subside. DeChambeau will need to be patient. He will need to be consistent. He will need to earn trust one day at a time. The golf world is watching. DeChambeau has a long road ahead. The criticism is intense. The anger is real. But the door is open. If he is sincere, if he is accountable, if he is humble, if he performs, if he gives it time, the golf world may eventually forgive. DeChambeau has never been one to back down from a challenge. He changed his swing. He changed his body. He changed his career. He can change his reputation. But it will not be easy. It will take work. It will take patience. It will take humility. So what happens next? Bryson DeChambeau is facing criticism after his PGA Tour return comments. The golf world is divided. The anger is real. But the future is still uncertain. Let us examine 3 possible outcomes. Outcome 1. DeChambeau doubles down. He ignores the criticism. He continues to push for a return. He submits his application. He serves his suspension. He pays his fine. He issues his apology. He returns. To the PGA Tour, the fans are divided. Some cheer, some boo. But he plays. He competes. He wins. This is the most dramatic outcome. It is also the most likely outcome. 2. DeChambeau delays his return. The criticism stings. He decides to wait. He stays with Live Golf. He hopes that the anger will subside. He hopes that the golf world will forget. He returns in a year or 2. The timeline is longer. The outcome is the same. This outcome is less dramatic. It is also possible. Outcome 3. DeChambeau never returns. The criticism is too intense. The anger is too real. DeChambeau decides that the price is too high. He stays with Live. He retires. He starts his own league. The door remains open, but he does not walk through. This outcome is the saddest. It is also possible. Which outcome will occur? According to sources close to DeChambeau, outcome 1 is the goal. Bryson wants to come back, a source told Golfix. He is not deterred by the criticism. He expected it. He knows that the return will not be easy, but he is determined. He will serve his suspension. He will pay his fine. He will issue his apology. He will earn his way back. The PGA Tour is waiting. Officials have not commented on DeChambeau specifically, but they are watching. They are hoping. They know that his return would be a massive story. It would generate headlines. It would attract viewers. It would energize the fan base. The tour needs that. The golf world is watching. Bryson DeChambeau is facing criticism. The debate is heated. The emotions are raw, but the process is moving forward. The door is open. The ball is in DeChambeau's court. The criticism will not disappear overnight. The wounds will take time to heal. But the golf world may eventually accept DeChambeau back. If he serves his suspension. If he pays his fine. If he issues a sincere apology. If he plays well. If he behaves well. The fans may forgive. The players may welcome him. The tour may move on. Bryson DeChambeau is facing criticism after his PGA Tour return comments. The golf world has exploded, but the story is not over. The final chapter has not been written. DeChambeau has surprised us before. He may surprise us again. For more coverage in golf, subscribe and hit the notification bell.